Today you have a company, or you work somewhere. You may be unemployed, you may be penniless, you may go bankrupt. But if you are aware of your values, you will rebuild them tomorrow, and you will be able to do even more. And then you will understand that there is no such thing as losing. Because your values, your skin, your behaviors belong to you and they are with you at all times, then you will understand. That which created that substance can create it again tomorrow morning, just like Turkey did in the War of Independence. So that means it is not something different. That means the critical and important point is that you have responsibility for yourself. What are your values? That is, you are all a brand. Where should we put you now, brother? So how can we put it? How can we place it? If you are not aware of this, your life is wasted. A lot of wasted time. Most people ask, why did you come to this life? What is my mission, sir? Forget about them. You need to realize this yourself. What needs to happen now? You need to work on this. You need to question. You need to look. You need to understand. Actually, then you will realize something else. If you realize this, you will understand that you are very valuable. Being very valuable does not mean things like narcissism or egocentric events. It is you and your values that make this country a country. In fact, if you remove the country and its values, the country becomes a piece of land. Any piece of land makes a company a company. In fact, it is you who make it a company. But it is your values that make that company a company. If you remove you and those values, there will be no such thing as a company. So understand this very well. It is very important what is land. Neither the company nor anything else is valuable. It is your values that make it valuable. If you do not have any value, it is a worthless place. You will continue to make it worthless today and tomorrow. It is a very interesting event. For example, if you wanted to establish a company tomorrow, there is no parallel information about where that company is located. So if you don't realize where you position yourself, that business won't work. Then I will position myself where your own values are. That company has continuity. Money is temporary. My teacher, budget is temporary. Financial languages are temporary. But its continuity exists from your values. Today, in any way, when you go to buy a company, two things happen. If that company is valuable, then it has become a brand. There is a brand value. There is also a factory inside the company. I don't know why. There is a value that comes from the profit. They will determine two amounts of money. You went today. You wanted to buy a Mercedes. Mercedes says, for example, my brand value is $5 billion. How much is $1 billion? The total is $6 billion. So you can be sure that the brand value is more than the company's profit, property, and assets. When you buy that brand and put it on something, he starts to earn money. So you can think of something like this. For example, you say Elm. If Elm says right now, I will come to Turkey and establish the factory there, brother. Look, see if you have any economic problems anymore. Because he is a man who produces value. Because he is a man who produces value. When you come here and want to open a factory here, you suddenly realize that you have reached a different point worldwide. This is the critical point, not to buy the products sold by Elon Musk, but to buy Elon Musk, or to be able to catch up with people like Elon Musk. This is the whole point. If you realize these, it is completely different. You can see that it goes to a point. Then what is the economy? What does that mean? Music. Then the economy is the sum of values, sir. If there is no value, there is no economy. It is that simple. It is the sum of values. What is your value? The sum of your value. If you are right now, if you are not happy with your life, know that it is because you are not aware of your values and you do not reveal and use those values. Because people see the outside as worthless. That is, because you have not revealed anything. The situation, that is the critical and important point, is that you are a very valuable being, but it is covered up. That is, it is not constantly visible. The light of existence does not come out. So then you need to understand something that you will say AB for a minute. So instead of dealing with the outside, you will understand that you have to deal with yourself all day long. At the very least, why is a very important thing. So if we can realize these things we talked about together, this is not an ego, this is not a narcissism. So it's true that if a person is not valuable, nothing in the world is valuable. Music. I mean, if you are not valuable, nothing in the world is valuable. My lord, Don't forget that you are at the center of the world. There is no one else. I mean, let them call you an egoist. Let them call you a narcissist, but you are at the center of the world, my lord.